Input masks. When you've got a table set up like I have here in the database, a customers table, you might have certain which tend to follow a certain structure. So a postcode, for example, tends to have two letters, then three numbers, then two letters to finish off. Now at the moment, I haven't actually got anything set up on this. I haven't even adjusted the field size on this particular field. So I can literally type whatever I want into that, numbers, letters as a combination, and then make out that that's what the postcode is. And there's nothing actually saying to me you can't do that. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to look at how we can actually set this so we are forced then basically to type in a postcode correctly. So if I go to the design view of the table, and I'm on postcode already. Now, first thing I want to do is change the field size, so and that'll help a little bit because it'll save on wasting data. So 8, I think, is the biggest any postcode I'm aware of we'll get to. And what you'll notice as well then on a postcode, down here at the bottom, you'll have input mask. Now, when I click on that, it allows me to type something in. But before we do that, let's have a look at the options which are available to us. Let's save the table. That's fine. And as you can see, there is already one set up for postcodes. And that then basically will appear like that in the field and will make us kind of type something in a particular order. So it should start off with 2 letters, 2 numbers, a space, a number, and 2 letters at the end. So I can go through and kind of test this, and we'll just have a quick talk about this when we go through this part. The placeholder character, if you want to change that. And I'm actually going to have it with a space next. I think it's a bit easier to read sometimes when the space is on it. And finish. And as you can see, it generates this little bit of kind of almost like code here. Now, what this is basically saying is that the first 2 characters, where we've got these 2 L's, have to be letters. The second 2 characters, where the zeros are, have to be numbers. There will then be a space. There will then be another number, which is the 0, followed by 2 letters. So let's see what happens when we try running that. Yes, save. Right, so if I come across the postcode, I get my placeholder on there straight away. That's when I'm actually in the field, that is. So if I try to type in a letter, it's allowing me to type in 2 letters to begin with, and then it's stopping me typing any more letters because the first 2 characters are supposed to be letters. So if I just backspace and type in numbers, it doesn't let me do that at all. But if I put in my letters, and as you can see, it's put in as caps as well, which is good, and that's part of the code back on the design view where the great advanced sign was. I can then only put numbers in, won't let me do letters again. It puts the space in for me. Again, I can only put a number in this space, and then letters for the last 2. And it's kind of happy that it looks like that. So that's a kind of nice thing because, like I said, back on the design view, there is this greater than, less than sign, which basically makes sure that it is in capital letters. Now, if you didn't want that to have capital letters, you just get rid of that particular part on the beginning. Now, we clicked on the 3 dots for the input mask for postcode. Because as you might have seen, there are a list of very kind of standard ones which people might want to use. However, in my case, on my customer ID, I actually want my customers to have an ID which looks like that. So cust and then two numbers, so 01, 02, 03, etc., etc. So I can actually set my own input mask on this by doing LLLL 00, so no, 00, which means then I have to put 4 letters in, I have to put 2 numbers at the end, and it's just check that works. So we save the table, and I'll try to type in a new, and straight away you can see that it's kind of set up there for me. I'm going to try typing in numbers to begin with. Nope, not happening. I can actually type in anything at that stage, so I might need to have a look like a rule to be able to kind of set that up for me. So if I do cust 02, it allows me to do that. Now at this point it didn't go to capital letters because I forgot to put the little greater than sign there. If I go back then, and I save that, then automatically, look, it makes it in capital letters. Yay.